Next. 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 This one. So. Have no joints.
Bring it back like she loves some. Bring it back like she loves some. In the club with the lights off, but you like a shot off. Come and show me that you're with it, with it, with it, with it, with it.
Okay, welcome. Bobby, baby, Baba. Bobby,
Give me you.
I see that you know food. I know, right?
And if I can say it's true,
Yes.
I'ma give it to you.
You might be your mom.
I think I
Yeah.
guaranteed I can back it up. I think I'ma call you bluff. Hurry up, I'm waiting out front. You see me in the spotlight, oh, wherever you go. Show me what you got, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time. See me in the spotlight, oh, wherever you go. Show me what you got now, come on, make it worth my while. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it.
Sorry.
I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. It's all on you, it's all on you. It's all on you. So what you wanna do? And if you don't have a clue, not a clue. I tell you what to do. Come on, hide just because. I don't like it too rough. I like it a little rough. Not too much, but maybe just enough. You see me in the spotlight, oh, wherever you go. Show me what you got, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time. See me in the spotlight, oh, wherever you go. Show me what you got now, come on, take it worth my while. Give it to me, I'm worth it.
I'm not worth it.
I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it.
I'm worth it.
I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Okay, I tell her bring it back like she loves some. Bring it back like she loves some. In the club with the lights off, but you like a shot off. Come and show me that you're with it, with it, with it, with it, with it. Stop playing, now you know that I'm with it, with it, with it, with it, with it, with it. But you like a shot off. You see me in the spotlight, ooh, wherever you go. Show me what you got, 'cause I don't wanna waste my time. See me in the spotlight, ooh, wherever you go. Show me what you got now, come on, take it worth my while. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Baby, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it. Give it to me, I'm worth it.
Next.
Embrace your sweat. Then help replace it with Gatorade for active hydration. With no sugar, it's scientifically formulated to replace the special electrolytes you lose in sweat to help you do more of the things in life worth sweating for.
Put your hands in the air, Put your hands in the air. Oh, nada. Look what I'ma give it to you right, just last time of your life, yeah. Oh yeah, baby, when you ready, tell her where to get the check. Girl, I know you ready, I ain't even got
120.
let me show you the best. You know I'ma get you right, girl. The most
Now 121, including your dick. Bravo.
cool.
Hello.
Why you gotta act so naughty? Oh, nada. About to spend all this cash. Oh, nada. Keep shaking that. Oh, na na na. Put your hands in the air if you love this night. Put your hands in the air if you spend the night. Na na na, oh na 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 na. Everybody say it like, oh na na na, oh na 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 na. Everybody say it. You the one that's all about, yeah. You the one they never had, yeah. Oh yeah. All the problems you done had, yeah. Leave them broke fellas in the past, yeah. Oh yeah. Girl, you had good, but I could give you better. I'll have you thinking about forever. I'm like that, oh na na, oh. Look what you decided. Look what you decided. Oh na na, oh na na.
Love you, darling sister.
Love you too, Hayley.
About to spend all this cash. Oh na na.
Can I call you Bennett?
Keep shaking that.
Sure.
Na na na.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Lucky tonight, when we leave this party tonight. Nah. Next. Fuck you, Debbie. Love you too. Next. Next. Next.
You like music? Chat to me about wireless Apple CarPlay. Meet me at honda.com.au.
You're such a
This for you, sister.
I love it. I know you like it more. I love it. I fuck
What the
you
fuck?
when I'm bored. I love it. Yeah. Like I make she's a whore. I love it. I know she likes it too. I'm a fire like a lighter on a pussy. Oh, I'm missing why she did it. Cause she lied. What we doing is so different. If you ask me, I know nothing. She did something on my dick. I know she like it cause she lied. You're such a fucking hoe. I love it. I know you like it more.
Oh, I know I'm a whore.
I fuck her when I'm bored. I love it. Yeah. Like I make she's a whore. I love it. I know she likes it fully. I'm a flyer like Aladdin on a pussy golden pissing. Why she did it? Cause she lied. What we do here is so different. If you ask me, I know nothing. She did something on my dick. I know she like it cause she lied. You're such a fucking hoe.
Next. Next.
Protect for 5 years. What happened? Can't be legislated on.
I'm not beholden to the bank
You know
for
I'm
it.
right.
You know-
This one. Sure. So join another one. It's another one. What's this one? Next. Actually, let's disconnect and watch YouTube. Fair enough. Let's go outside and we'll watch YouTube, baby. Done. Good girl. Unlock it. Hey boss. Hey boss. Hey guys. Let's go chill. Here. Actually, let's go chill. Yeah. Let's go chill. I'm gonna go sit down. Sit down. Where was the other sit in? Those two. I swear to God, those two. No. Okay, we'll go this one. We'll do 3, 2, 1. Action. So look at this guy.
Tonight, we are here in the House of Chaos. A woman was possessed here, allegedly. Lies just started to come here. Now, what's interesting is that this building has quite the storied history. In unsolved murder, there was a fire that killed 6 people, decapitations, amputations of limbs, and there's even a demon, or should I say, there's 2 demons in here. One nicknamed Redface that is notoriously evil and has, even tonight while we were starting the intro to this video, shown himself to us.
We have at least one child entity that's in there. We call her the little girl.
So when you say Redface, do people think that is a human or a demon?
Some people say that he could have been human, and he died in such a violent way that it made him angry. Other people are of the idea that he is just your demon that has manifested, and he's attached himself to the property. It was huge. It had to be at least 8 foot tall.
Who are you? Steven? Blaze? The fire! The fire! Oh, I thought I heard somebody come in here. Please walk towards us. We might be able to see you. Hey everybody, it's Colin here. Tonight we are at the House of Chaos in Tyler, Texas. Now, let me pose to you a question. What makes a haunted house? Is it the fright? Is it the spirits, the energy? Well, this building that we're in right now is a haunted house attraction in the fall season. People by the thousands come through these hallways expecting a fright. What's interesting is that this building has quite the storied history. There was an unsolved murder that occurred in the 90s outside in the parking lot. These buildings themselves served as the home offices of Tyler Pipe, an industrial pipe manufacturer back in the 1940s. There was a fire that killed 6 people in one of these buildings. There were decapitations, amputations of limbs, lots of workplace accidents, and there's even a demon, or should I say, there's 2 demons in here. One nicknamed Redface that is notoriously evil and has, even tonight while we were starting the intro to this video, allegedly shown himself to us. So it's very, very freaky, but come with me over here. Take a look. When I say this is a haunted house attraction, I don't mean like an old Victorian home. This is literally, as you can see, a typical haunted house attraction where, someone might be hiding behind here. Oh! Try to scare you. There are some definite weird vibes in here. Once again, let me warn everybody watching this video that because in this investigation we are dealing with a particularly violent and or evil entity, I want to warn y'all that it may be possible for energies or spirits to travel through the screen. So if you're watching this at home and you're susceptible to this type of energy, you don't want it in your home, you probably shouldn't watch this video because whatever is here is known to be evil. It hasn't really been investigated, but it's just been experienced. So the whole family's here tonight. We got Mama Spooks right here.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited.
I'll make a deal with the demon.
For the intro, so I'm gonna tie it up afterwards. I do. I think it's time to go lights out in the haunted house.
I kill people for it. Well, it gives me power.
Earlier today.
May as well. I'll make a deal with the demon.
Hello, I'm Joseph Rodriguez with World of Chaos here in Tyler, Texas. I'm Jake McFarland.
If I was famous, I would definitely join the Illuminati.
This happened. And it's
Why
one of the
not?
top
Share your show to the
indicators
devil, make a deal with him.
who actually killed him and what has happened.
Why not?
Most information that we have gotten
So I would definitely make a deal with a
building,
demon.
which I was able to dig myself, was the building used to
I would
be
definitely
right
make a
here in
deal
this
with
location
it.
of
Yo,
here in the
whoa.
parking lot, and right here in this square, in this area right here, is where the murder happened. I'm not sure what side, but
Right?
was a homeless
Fucking
guy
yo, whoa,
that had
cunt.
permission from the owners at the time, and he was, well, we're assuming he was asleep, passed out asleep here in this, and there used to be a shed. One night he was sleeping, or during the day, he was passed out asleep, and he had a bicycle that he rode around town. And some individuals came up here and got in the cinder blocks and caved it down onto his head, caving his head in back in 1991. Then over here, we have from this building right here, used to be old Tower Pipe back in the 40s. They've had numerous accidents. Their workers getting hurt. A lot of the people in town didn't know anything, wouldn't know anything about it because it's, keep quiet, hush money. Of course, Tyler Pipe's in a whole different location on the other side of Tyler, but right inside this building, as you can see from parts up here, you see a little bit of the charred and burned from the old building, and the same village still resides here today. So what exactly does Tyler Pipe produce? Industrial piping. Industrial piping for oil wells, mainly for the oil rigs here in Tyler.
Okay. Love you too. No, it's just
And then
I don't like being here alone myself.
emo sister.
I am better.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Partly right here in this area, you can see the burn, the char that still resides here.
Yep, I
Watch
still
that.
am, baby.
Fabulously. Still see the breaking of the old burn. Now, as far as I know, I think there were six or seven workers that were killed in this fire. They were young because the working age was different from the 40s than it is today. There was some middle-aged and a younger child, or younger person. They had, what I understood, they used to have a second deck they used to go through, and it was part of a structural collapse that happened.
3% for 5 years. It can't happen. It can't be legislated on.
I'm not beholden to the bank.
Fuck off.
And of course, as you can see, when they built this, there's not very many fire exits, for them to get out safely. Of course, safety back then is nothing what it is compared to this now, especially here in Tyler. So no one knows how the fire started? Not 100% particularly. From what I've just done some digging online, it could be a possibility of accidental, improper use, because I know they mess with multi-metal. Of course, he could have got on anything caught there. Also could have been a lightning strike, too. So there's no official cause of the fire. How about accidents and all of that stuff? Amputations? What all happened here in the buildings? As far as accidents, there were a lot, several deaths, because this was a heavy machinery place. There's been some amputees, lost their arms or legs, and of course medical. The paranormal activity like in here. The other side of this wall is our second attraction that we have. It is a 3D clown attraction.
Love you.
And I've been here since
I would
100 been here.
balance sister.
And
Oh, and I am,
inside the
baby.
wall, back in the corner, is probably where the most of this activity in here is. We have
I know.
at least one child entity that's in there. We call her the little girl. And she likes to run
My
around causing
please
mischief and
Senpai
laugh at
Master
people
Alpha.
while she knocks stuff
God.
over, moves stuff. Basically kind of makes you feel like you're going
Thank you.
crazy because you're like, I left this here.
Lovely baby daddy brother
There's
Alpha
also
Master
another
Senpai.
entity that's a little more malevolent than she is. red face. He likes to hang out there with her.
How annoying.
He's more of, I want to get physical. Like, I want you so scared that you do not want to be here anymore. Like, I will put hands on you. You'll walk out of here with marks. You'll hear me banging on stuff, throwing it at you. We've had a couple of our employees that just refuse to be in some of the rooms because they just feel uneasy, because it's one thing to be kind of scared of what you can't see and what you can't control. It's another when you almost know in your bones that there's something staring at you, and you don't know what it is, you don't know what it wants, and you don't know what kind of experience you're going to have. So we've had to move people around constantly because they just...
Let's pause it. Let's go chill somewhere else in the backyard. Oh God. I know what. Go pause it. Get up. And walk. There you are. Go outside. Real chill. Here, boo.
And it's kind of scary. Like, you get used to it after a while. Like, I'm a manager. I've been here 15 years. You just kind of get in. You don't mess with them. They don't mess with you for the most part. And announce yourself. And a lot of times, they'll leave you alone unless they just want to mess with you. They think it's funny, and you're like, I'm not having fun. I mean, our boss man was actually up here a couple of off seasons ago fixing some stuff on one of the rooms, and out of nowhere his ladder fell to the ground, slid down the hallway, and you just heard. And he was a little girl trying to play a trick on him, just tossed his ladder down the hallway and got him stuck up there. He ended up finally rolling off and getting out, and he's like, you know what, I'm done for today. I won't do this anymore. But since then, every time he comes in here, he'll walk in, open the doors, bang on the walls, and be like, hey guys, I'm here. You know, I don't want any trouble tonight. And most of the time, we can get work done without them messing with us. But the closer we get to October, when we do what we do,
they get more powerful.
Like, they feed on the fear of the people we shove through here every year. Last year we shoved a little over 12,000 people, and then by September, they're hungry. And so they'll mess with us more and more and more the closer we get to opening. But once we're open, a lot of times it'll die down for the most part, except for out here where we are, where we park over here. Sometimes at night, you'll come in here to get your car or whatnot, you'll hear banging on the tin. It could be the building settling because of the wind going through it. But I know if you park anywhere near this entrance here, or near the little cage we have to the outside, I swear something's staring at you in the dark, but you can't see. So you just kind of want to get in and get out as quick as you can.
So this area,
Yes.
what is you were saying like the most active place, can you kind of point it out?
Right. Okay, so when y'all go into this,
can you take us in there?
Or
we have to go through the outside?
The back right corner. We have a lot of off-season events up here, and one time we came up here and basically kind of did a little lock-in, and we decided to play what people call underground church. Go off and you hide. Somebody's got to go find you. One of our other managers actually was in this building hiding, and he got into a corner. The way he tells it is that he was in the corner, and somebody was there, and he said, hey, this is my corner, you need to leave. When he finally got his wits about him, he looked around, nobody there. Something about that night made that particular manager decide he didn't want to be here by himself anymore. Or he liked to carry a flashlight or a glow stick, and he likes to walk into rooms and kind of flail his arms to make sure there's absolutely nothing there, and it's just not his mind playing tricks on him.
So when you say, like, red face, for example, do people think that is a human or a demon?
Some people say that he could have been human, and he died in such a violent way that it made him angry and benevolent. Other people are of the idea that he is just your demon that is manifested, and he's attached himself to the property and just wants to hang out. We did a little bit of research on Redface and the little girl. The little girl, from what we can gather, probably was somebody that died on the property, and so she's attached to it in some way, shape, or form. There are a couple places around Tyler that are like that, where something would happen, like a fire or an accident, and at least one of the people that perished would attach themselves to the property, to the building, and just live here. For the most part, if they don't mess with us, we don't mess with them. We try and give them as much of a wide berth as we can, but still we still have to do stuff out here as well. So it sometimes can be a little bit of a dicey situation with a give and take between us and them.
Now, with this one, the one he's talking about, this particular corner, me personally, watch y'all step right here. I've been physically attacked in this corner. I can't tell if it was red face. All I know is after I got attacked, I wanted to go. I left. I had, it's like somebody just slapped me on the side of the face right here, just before I had a lot of beard. But my face was just red, you know, my ear was red. It was just almost the shape of a hand.
So we've rebuilt, but pretty much in this corner, all the way into the next room, they like to just hang out around here. I've come in here more times than I can count, and I swear I hear footsteps or voices, and it can get a little unnerving, especially in the dark like we are. Not knowing where it's coming from. We'll roll everything out of this room in this building because it's not a Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Takes her back to childhood, even though she was a child when she perished.
Right here in this corner used to be a stage for one of our scenes that we did. And we had more of a ramp going right there. I was sitting on the ramp. We were sitting there just talking, you know, just BSing around. And I just got this dark, ominous feeling.
I know I did Daddy Brother sometime. Alpha Godmaster.
Yes, you my buddy, aren't you?
Like, and I don't remember who was next to me, but he says, like, "Are you okay?" I just looked at him and I just kind of, he said that was the most blank stare I've ever gave he's ever seen. The only thing I remember was going that way down that tunnel, which is the same vortex tunnel that was there then, and outside to the front, and where I was able to kind of like catch my breath, able to breathe a little bit, because it was very nerve-wracking.
And that happened right here.
Right here in this spot, my exact spot where I was sitting. Of course, the ramp was a little bit more higher, and this wasn't here. It was about right here, because I remember up against right here sitting, and up against this post.
Do you think that was Redface, one of them?
Most of us talked about it. That was our conclusion, because it's not just me that's had physical attacks. There's been several others that's happened to. In one of the front rooms, before we changed the theme in this haunt, one of our girls, she was like one of the first person you walk into. She does her spill and whatever. And one of the sets that she did, she sat on a desk that was it was in the corner of a room. And then our normal actor that was there was gone for the night, so it was a replacement, you know, to take her spot. First time she's ever worked this room, and probably her first season here, if I remember correctly. Of course, she didn't know nothing of the history of anything that's happened. I remember her freaking out, saying something was dragging her legs, because she was sitting on the desk, and it drug her legs like it was trying to pull her off the desk, but she said there was nobody there. She was looking directly at her feet, and something was pulling her legs, trying to get her off that head.
Very physical.
Yes. More of the physical, it's in here, in this haunt. There was one area that was all mirrors. We were building, you know, for that scene, you know, not that scene, but, you know, we're in a different section of the haunt. One of our build crews had his girlfriend, you know, walking around doing her thing, and she took a selfie in that mirror room, and a entity right behind her. And she's probably, from where I stand, probably about yay high. And this figure was way above me, because I remember taking that phone and, comparing it, trying to get a height. It was huge. It had to be at least 8 foot tall. Black, cylindrical body, a little bit of a whitish wash on the face. And it was kind of a blur of the face. You can kind of get what I'm going there. Other than that, there's been several instances of weird noises, door slamming, stuff being thrown. There's bad things happening in here. What exactly happened in here, I don't know for
We did have a person that, I can't remember if they worked here or they were just up here with us. We were walking around doing stuff, as we do in the off season, rebuilding, trying to plan out different rooms and stuff. And, yeah, it actually happened. It was wild and it was very scary.
What happened exactly?
Okay, so what happened was we were out here doing our work, and I believe it was one of the girls. We were out here working. We would be like a couple rooms apart. Like I would be in this room, somebody would be about 2 rooms over. We'd be doing some work, and so we're yelling back and forth to each other, talking, just trying to pass the time. Because if you're here for umpteen hours into the night, sometimes it drags on, and sometimes you just don't want to be alone. So we're calling back and forth, talking, having fun, repainting, redecorating, and one of the people just stopped talking. We're like, okay, what's going on? Did they leave the building? No, they didn't leave. Car was still here. Couldn't find him in the bathrooms, couldn't find him in the other house, couldn't find him in the office. Okay, what's going on? Well, we went to investigate, and we walked around, and we used to have a room, 2 rooms behind us, that had a table in it that we had a body on. And back then, this was my house. I had stapled some stuff onto the table to give it some distressing to place the body down, and they were underneath the table. Couldn't figure out why. So we're like, okay, what's going on? Why are you underneath the table? Next thing you know, they start to talk. And that ain't their voice, and that ain't no language I've ever heard of in my life. They're kind of snarling. They're talking incoherently based on, I know English, I know a couple other languages. This isn't something that I know. It seems like gibberish. And they were very angry. I don't know what it was about that room, but it took us a little while to coax her out from underneath the table to get her away. But once we got her out from under the table and got her out of the room, she started to get back to normal. And the thing that was just mind-boggling and crazy about it is the fact that we were recanting what happened. Doesn't know. She said she walked in there, and the last thing she remembers, she was doing something with the table, trying to put some more set dressing on it. And the next thing she remembers, we're outside all wide-eyed. White as sheep, talking to her about something she doesn't recall.
Wow.
And that was a good, 30, 45 minutes that she just lost it.
And that was right over here?
That was a couple rooms from here. It is different now, but if you want, I can show you which room it was.
Sure.
So we'll walk back up the top. Yeah. It never fails that anytime we take promotional photos in this building,
Have you?
we have to decide if the photo was just taken weird and wrong, or if it's an entity, because it never fails. It was actually this room.
I can't wait until your kids.
But it never fails that we have to look, because we'll find little white swatches in the photos or something hanging out in the background. And we've basically kind of figured out that our photographers know what they're doing. And it's nothing they photographed, or it's not them moving the camera. It's something's there, because them and the people in the shots are like, there was nothing there before. And now there's feetless